Oh my god. That tastes so closely. I'm actually super surprised. When harvesting dandelion root for dandelion coffee, you want to try and dig around the weeds so you can pull as much of the root out as possible. Where I live, the soil is very hard and compact, so I cannot simply pull the weed out, which is the ideal way of harvesting the roots. However, if I try to pull the weed out, the flowers will rip and the root will stay in the ground. It's not often mentioned, but dandelion root is best harvested in the later part of the season, in which the flowers are no longer visible and the energy of the plant is in its roots. In early spring and summer, most of the energy is spent in the yellow flower and in the leaves. It's best to wash your roots outside as this can be messy. Using a hose does a pretty good clean job before further processing. Give the roots a good spray down for a couple of minutes. The water that collects should run clean. If it's cloudy in any way, then keep cleaning. The tops of the dandelion can be used in salads. They may taste bitter, but you can always counter that, which I'll show you in another video. So all I'm doing right here is just getting the loose stuff off with a knife. Just because there's like little hairs and stuff that sometimes can hold in some dirt that I don't really want. This dark spot right here, that's kind of something I don't want. Holds in a lot of dirt. So we're just going to give it kind of a loose, just going to give it a loose brush like that. You know, if you have kind of a sponge or something like that, it could work as well. But I kind of prefer using the knife. See, it's kind of nice, eh? Very good. Once you've brushed away the dirt and skin of the root, give the roots another rinse. Now that your roots are prepped, it's time to chop them up into smaller pieces. Once they are chopped, they are ready for the oven. Set your oven to a temperature around 375 degrees and let the roots sit for just under an hour. This is really interesting. The aroma coming off of these roots, it smells like chocolate, almond chocolate or hazelnut. Okay, here we go. These are nice and dried out. So I'm just gonna let these sit, cool down and dry out a little bit more, and then we're gonna start to grind them up. I will admit they actually smell really good. Like almost like candy. Like cocoa. Yeah, like some type of chocolate. Very interesting. So I don't have a regular coffee grinder, but I have this food processor thing right here. These roots smell so good that I'm sure even if they don't grind down too much, the roots, because they're roasted, will make a good tea. So let's try. Oh my god. Yo, that smells just like coffee. Ooh. Not too bad. Holy, it smells. You know what it smells like? You know when you go down a grocery store and you go to the coffee bean section? That's what it smells like. That mixed with like dark chocolate and almond. Just like when you make regular coffee, after you've poured in the hot water, let it rest for a few minutes. Time to press this down and see what we got. Now some of these grinds were very fine and some of them were not. So I won't be surprised if there's some grinds in this liquid here, but let's see. Let's give it a tasty taste. Now this is very hot, so I'm only going to take a small little sip. Holy. Maybe it's because it's my first time having this, but that tastes so closely to coffee. I'm actually super surprised that it's tasting this good. And there's no caffeine in this as well, so this is actually perfect for me because I love drinking coffee. Drinking this black, as opposed to drinking the regular coffee I drink black, there's no difference. Hello, Kaya. Can you come up? Can I have a kiss? No? A little bit? So I want to continue drinking it black, but I also want to try it with milk and sugar to see how closely it relates to just a regular coffee that you're used to having. Just a splash. Get it all. We'll get it. We'll get it looking. Get it looking good here. Yeah, that should be good. I'm only going to put in about 1/3 of a teaspoon because I don't have a lot of coffee in there. It looks exactly like a regular coffee. Now let's give it a shot. Two thumbs up for sure. Make sure you know exactly what roots you are pulling out to make your coffee. Pulling a different weed or plant root can make you sick. When your dandelion roots have been roasted, you can store them just as you would with regular coffee grinds. Make sure you do all the proper research, and when trying out these wild edibles, be sure to have fun and enjoy the beautiful world that God gave us.